So second video review for this week is Drawn by Carsen Taite. If you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day. So if you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is a video review. So Drawn by Carsen Taite. Oh, I'd heard good things about this and I was so excited to read it, and I absolutely loved it. Oh, it's so good. So Detective Claire, she's investigating a strange event that occurred in a location where a local art group had been gathered, and it's artist Riley who comes number one of the suspect list and has absolutely no idea that this murder appears to be directly connected to her, until Claire keeps turning up and surprising her, if you like, with a lot of questions, and not only about this one murder but a couple of others, and they just happen to fit the pattern of the one that has a direct connection to Riley. And for Claire, she's having to figure out whether Riley is actually connected or whether this is somebody trying to set her up, or just someone who happens to have taken an interest in Riley's work. So she's got a lot to decipher there, and Claire and Riley, they have this connection and they do sort of get on, but it leaves them both kind of conflicted given the situation, their feelings for one another, when they realise that they do get on and they are quite attracted to each other. And the more Claire gets to know Riley, the less she's convinced Riley could be involved in the murders. But if it isn't Riley, then who is it? And that's amazing. Oh, so intense. And I loved this story. It was so beautiful in the sentiment, but Riley being an artist gave it quite a nice light-hearted tone to that gritty, seedy, crimey undertone. And obviously there are some crimes taking place, so you need that lovely, beautiful imagery of the artist sort of to lighten the mood, and Carsen's done that really, really well. But I loved how she used that art and creativity to link the darkness of murder. Oh, talk about light and dark. And it was so clever, and it created really beautiful imagery, like really, really lovely, in a strange way, even if it was kind of tainted by the murders. The art side of it was quite nice, and it was amazing how Claire and Riley had this strained relationship, because it was kind of strained because of the circumstances, because that just really added to all the tension. You knew they liked each other, but how can Claire get involved with the suspect? But she's got to be very careful. She's trying to get close to Riley to see if she can get anything out of Riley to strengthen her case. She's pulling up blanks here. There's this artist and there's these murders, and she's just seeing one connection and she's trying to figure it all out. And it was like a really big puzzle, and it was amazing. But it made for a really dramatic and exciting case for Claire. And Riley and Claire's relationship, it was definitely one to be adored, because the enemies to lovers scenario worked perfectly, even though they weren't really enemies. But you've got that whole criminal, not criminal, working that out, because it's that complication of being involved with a potential suspect, and how that then might taint the whole case, change the whole case, implement you somehow. Like, Claire had a lot to consider in liking Riley, and both of them were suspicious. Claire obviously because of her job, and Riley because of her past, and why this police officer is going for her and trying to pin this on her. And it was Riley's past and connections that really helped keep all that mystery going, and added all the complication for Claire in trying to decipher how much she was involved, or whether she could even be involved at all. But there were so many moments where I just couldn't help but wonder. I was really confused at some point, and I thought, this is going to have a twist. And it did have a twist. It was a very good twist. And I was loving how instantly they just connected, and you as a reader connected to both of them, and then you had all this hope that Riley wasn't involved, because that was going to ruin everything, like everything. But you weren't getting anything. You really, you will be, if you haven't read it, and if you have, you were completely hoping that Riley had no involvement whatsoever. And that was right up until the end. And given everything, you could just tell that Claire really wanted to like Riley, and she really wanted her to be innocent. And that was brilliant. absolutely brilliant. It made them cautious and hesitant of each other for different reasons. It really heightened all that tension. And so it was really great. It was really great. I couldn't recommend this anymore. It's brilliant and so clever and so beautiful, and I think it had an edge. It was just something different that I really, really liked. So I hope you will too. I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Drawn by Carsen Taite, which I hope you will. If you've read Drawn by Carsen Taite, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So please get involved, comment below, let me know what you thought of the book. If you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're interested in reading it, or you're planning on reading it, please again get involved. Let us know what you're reading, because it's always great to hear what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you really, really enjoy it. It is a thrill. Bye!